Der trostlose Heilige des East End. Na dann, weiter geht's, ne? Bin gespannt. Ja, wir hatten jetzt auf Arbeit 4 Fälle, bei denen der Schnelltest negativ war und dann 2 Tage Isolation. Ja. Ja, die Schnelltests sind, glaube ich, auch nicht so gut. Ich habe schon von voll vielen gehört jetzt, die gesagt haben, der Test war negativ, nächster Test war auch negativ und dann ja, und dann einen richtigen Test gemacht und dann war der aber auf einmal positiv. So, Umfeld der Notunterkunft. Ach, okay, hier haben wir gespeichert. Bin gespannt. So, immerhin ist das nicht schön. In der Pandemie, in der echten Welt eine Pandemie. Was will man mehr? Und da wollten wir ja rein. Oder mussten wir rein? Lustigerweise bin ich und mein Kollege bei uns am Stockwerk die einzigen bisher ohne Corona leben am Level und so. Kopf auf Holz, toi toi toi. Bis jetzt bin ich auch verschwunden geblieben. Aber ich bin jetzt auch nicht unbedingt die Person, die viel unterwegs ist. Also bei mir ist ja gerade die App Brot, deswegen hatte ich mich ja testen lassen. Das Einzige, wo ich da einmal wieder Bus gefahren bin. Ansonsten bin ich halt alleine von meinem Computer. I'm out of my mind. Hallo, meine Dame. Echt schon?
It's locked.
Ja. Erstmal alles klauen.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Ja. Mensch, nee.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
Also ich glaube, bei mir ist es schon mein Rechner, der mich angreift. Oder mein Kühlschrank, weil ich ihn immer gerne öffne, reinstarre und wieder zumache, um 20 Minuten später um hinlesen zu gehen, die Tür aufzumachen und reinzustarren.
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Of course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
Lazy.
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Na, ich glaube, bei der haben wir schon verkackt, ne?
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
Könnte ein lustiges Spiel aussehen, der magische Kühlschrank nach Narnia. Es gibt ja gerade so ein neues Spiel, Midnight Ghost Hunter, und da kann man als Geist in einen Kühlschrank rein, unter anderem, also so als Geist kann man sich in Gegenstände verstecken, bei Widget, und du kannst dann die Hunter damit umbringen, indem du die Kühlschranktür ihm ins Gesicht knallst. Die Rache der Kühlschränke wird fürchterlich sein.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
Kein Schimmer weg.
Oh no, Miss Paxton, you really don't know my kind. You have no idea who I am.
All right, okay. No need to get all worked up.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
Ja Mensch, die ist überaus freundlich zu uns.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton.
Unbedingt an.
Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
No.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Na gut, die
Come now, Lottie. There is still much work to do.
finde schon in dem Bereich. Ja, dann
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
What?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
ich weiß nicht.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reid.
Ach,
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
ja,
You really
das
think
kann ich
I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No. I think you would better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Okay.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Ja, wir werden sehen.
Goodbye,
Vor allem, in
Miss
welchem
Paxton.
Zustand wir den Guten finden, wa?
This Seymour worries me. Perhaps Sean knows something about him.
Aber das ist mir das Gefühl, dass wir das hier nicht finden werden.
I know I promised you I'd make everything right, but it's not been that simple.
Handgeschriebenes Gebet. Lieber Gott, dies ist mein Gebet für meine geliebte Mutter, Gertrude Paxton, die nun im Himmel auf ihre Töchter wartet. Zu jedem Tag danke ich dir dafür, dass du mich aufwachen und jeden neuen Tag in redlicher Armut und Bescheidenheit durchleben lässt. Bitte beschütze den guten Mr. Hampton der uns in seiner Notunterkunft schlafen lässt. Bitte dich untertänigst, mir den Unmut zu vergeben, den ich seit Mutters Tod für meine Schwester Giselle empfinde. Bitte segne ihre Seele. Lieber Gott, danke dir, dass du mich erhörst. Amen. Und bedankt sich dafür, dass sie weiter in Armut. Haben wir da jetzt noch eine Gesprächsoption? Schritt. Ich meine, so an sich ist nichts ideal hier, aber
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reid.
Lottie, tell me about the death of your mother.
Giselle killed her. Plain and simple. She killed her with her daily whims, her laziness, and her complaints.
That's quite a statement. You can't kill someone because you're fickle.
Mother was very ill. But I forgave Giselle.
ruckel.
What I couldn't stand was how she cried at her funeral like she was the one left alone.
Giselle is the only family you have left. Don't you think it's time you forgave her?
Sometimes words are harder to forgive than acts, Dr. Reid.
Perhaps your sister is not as tough as you are.
I know that, and I don't blame her. It just makes me sad that my own sister is the person I understand the least.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
This
You again? What do you want?
Kann mich nicht fragen.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
Kriegsbeute.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Giselle, tell me about the death of your mother.
After our father died, Mother worked so hard she made herself sick. We spent all the money we had on useless drugs and doctors. It was hell.
Hell? What do you mean?
The three of us were exhausted and desperate. And when I'm desperate, I tend to get angry. And I'm hard to live with. Lottie said I killed Mother.
You should talk to your sister. Whatever happened when your mother died, the truth lies somewhere between your two versions.
I don't want to talk about that. It was years ago. We Paxton sisters are tough. We don't apologize.
Ja, entschuldigt euch so nicht. Wir sollten miteinander reden, wenn es schon ein paar Jahre her ist und ihr immer noch...
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Not.
hope Giselle will pull through.
Dann lassen wir gucken, wo wir den guten Schon hier finden. Ich vermute mal, dass er unten irgendwo sein wird.
This Seymour worries me. Sean knows something about him.
Ah. Oh. Oh. Ist er aber da. Gesund 6. Okay.
There is still much work to do.
Alte Zeitung. Die Bombe explodierte kurz nach Tagesanbruch vor der Munitionsfabrik Dawson, dem größten Arbeitgeber des Bezirks. Die Detonation zerstörte alle Fenster der Fabrik in North Southwark. Es grenzt an ein Wunder, dass bei dem Anschlag nur 2 Menschen gestorben sind, bestätigte Chief Superintendent Alexander Brighton. Du bist locked. Locked, alright.
It's locked, all right.
Ja. Und der zweite hupende Autokorso hier. Vorhin war auch schon einer. Hochzeit, glaube ich. Auch schön, du denkst, das ist im April. Heirat ist im April. Frühling und so. Und dann das ist einfach mal so wieder winterliche Temperatur. So. Da war er ja irgendwo, ne? Mal rausgehen, glaube ich, oder? Unteres Themseufer. Keep out. So. Epische Superheldenlandung.
Hope Giselle will pull through.
Yeah, people are still working at this.
Oh, da haben wir ihn doch. Erstmal unten. Cool. Der gute John Hampton. Dem erstmal alles klauen. Lesestunde irgendwann nochmal.
Why the long face,
Oh.
Doctor?
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Is it all that worries you, Sean? My long face? Really?
This is a blessing for me, to become a Skal. Immortality gives me more time and energy, if truth be known, to run a shelter. What more could I want?
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
Ich meine, die Skala sind ja die komplett außer Rand und Band sind. Also eigentlich so wie Zombies im Prinzip.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so